Label. Sluggers, what is it?
Euphoria single joint sluggers.
Okay.
Let's look more into it. Juiced with diamonds and hash.
1.5.
Sativa, 1.5 gram infused. What else is there? 40% THC. I don't really know what this is, to be honest. Some of canna.
Oh, so it's probably just
46%.
cannabinoids by itself.
Yeah, maybe something.
Okay.
Let's open this bitch up.
See how it works. Glass
Ooh,
tip?
I kind of like that. Look, I've never seen that before. They put a little plug so you know.
Yeah, so the weed doesn't fall out too. Okay. How does it smell?
Smells pretty good.
All right.
It smells very herby.
Let me smell it.
It's not too overpowering with like fake terpenes or anything like that.
Yeah, and she said the paper was infused too, so this will be interesting.
It smells really good.
I like that plug.
Just like that bad boy. And guys, gotta use the hemp wick.
Yes, hemp wick.
Gotta use the hemp wick. You know, we don't want that butane, that throat cancer.
See?
Alright, we got that Billy.
Let's see.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
So this is Sluggers, Sativa, Diamonds, and Hash. So it might burn a little harsher when the hash hits in.
But you know what? I can taste the harshness that you're talking about. But it's not very harsh. You know, like onions or like things like that. It has like a very harsh taste, but it still tastes good or like flavorful.
I agree.
Still very flavorful.
And I like the glass tip. It really makes
glass tip is huge. But this is the J we're smoking today.
Yes, indeed. I'm curious if it says like the breakdown, like, oh, it's a gram of. It doesn't. So it does say, sorry, cannabis flower, cannabis extract, and keef. Interesting. So far, I would give it probably an 8. I think I like the packaging way more than a lot of these brands. We tried a $40 joint. I wish we had on video. What was it called?
Big Donut. I don't remember the brand. It was a Big Donut. I don't remember the brand, but it was pretty fire, man. Not worth $40. We got it for 50% off at a good dispo. It was $40, but got it for like 18, 20-ish. She was fire though, but not worth $40.
Yeah, not worth the regular price if you were. But so this is what we're gonna compare.
In hand.
We got the Sluggers at the moment, and we will be talking about.
It is burning a little
off,
but I think that's probably from, what does it have? A little bit of the hash and diamonds.
Yeah. The issue with concentrates, and I think a lot of people forget, is they're thicker than plant. So when you burn it, it doesn't burn at the same temperature as just straight flour. So when the concentrate, hash, anything really, even liquid diamonds does this, it can, if you put a little too much, it could burn off. But the great thing is, this one seems like it's somewhat coming back to a middle.
Yeah, it's not, but it didn't. Yeah, that's what I would say. It did burn consistently.
Yeah.
And it didn't keep canoeing or like, you know, doing that weird bend.
Exactly. Then with Jeffrey's, so we're gonna compare this to Jeffrey. So starting off, this is a 1.5 grams over Jeffrey's, which is 1.2. All right.
Yeah.
So
we'll finish this off looking.
Yeah. So this one, it doesn't actually say what it is, if it's a gram of flour, then the rest keef based, and hashed is the 0.5. We don't know, so we're just guessing.
There is one brand that does that I've seen. I'm sure there's many, but the Big Donut brand that we had.
Yes. That was a 1.8, right?
Blue Donut, yeah, it was a 1.8, and then it told you like what was it, 0.3 or 0.2 rosin, and then the rest
those.
The rest is weed. So I mean, you know, just a little bit more info.
And transparency kind of is bigger. Jeffrey's 1.2. It has a gram. Yep. It does have a gram of flour, and then 0.2 of, I think it's keef and terpenes. So you get a little bit of everything. The Jeffrey that you had, do you remember it? Would you like comparison wise to the one we're smoking?
Yeah, it was I don't think it was this strain. I think it was that peach.
No. Yeah.
The peach.
So peach mango.
Peach mango, yeah.
That one's fire.
Really good, really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Not too overpowering in the terpene. You still got the weed.
Or orange tangy. Apologies. It's orange tangy. But yeah.
But it was good. I remember it.
I will say with the Jeffrey's, it doesn't come with the glass tip. This really is selling me on the glass tip, because much like even with the Jeffrey's, it comes with the basic tip, you know, raw base tip, and it's great for a basic smoke. But with this, it kind of prevents resin and that sticking to your mouth, because yeah, you're sucking it, but you can see right here on the sides like if resin's coming up. While with the Jeffrey, you cannot even tell.
I agree with that. I don't get the stickiness to the contact of my lips on that.
Yeah, exactly. Not to say it's bad or anything. Both of these, I've got to say, are quality and
we're just
high.
being greedy, bruh.
Yeah, it's that you got to nitpick at things, especially
just letting
when
you know, people
what
like
to
those
expect.
things, you know.
Yeah,
like sometimes we will, like for example, there's a fruit, you know, the fruit that's also an infused.
Oh yeah, fruit. Those are 1 gram joints, infused.
And those are really good, and there's other really good ones. But for me, like when you say infused, I think of those at the top of my list, and that's because it's preference, you know.
Yeah.
So we're just saying things, so maybe it'll be your preference or some things you like or notice about weed.
Mm-hmm. And if you've been smoking
that you like to smoke, yeah.
Right, because you know, one person might like a certain strain. We talk about this all the time. That one person might like a strain, and the other one completely not care for the strain at all. And it happens. I've done it with my girlfriend. I'm sure you've done it with your friends all the time. And certain strains, they're like, "Oh, I'm loving this," and you're just like, "Yeah, it's good. It's all right."
Yeah.
It's so finding your strains, even with different companies, is smart. I've tried a lot of different companies, but a lot of them have gone under as well. They're no longer here. So, or some even rebranded their things. So, going back to infused joints, I think this is, what would you rate this one? If you would, where's that glass?
What is it, Slugger?
Slugger.
Let me see.
If rating this from package, what would you say? 1 out of 10 right off the
Package, I mean, it's nice. It grabs your eyes. You know, everybody likes your highest shit probably most of the time when you go into dispo. So you're gonna want something to come at you. You know. So that's why I grabbed it. Euphoria. I was like, shit, that looks nice.
It was a great choice, but he definitely chose a good one.
So that's really where I got that. I don't mind the packaging. It looks nice, you know. People like to say that, you know, when it's popish, when it's this, it's that, it's too bright, you know, the weed's usually not good. I don't really associate with that, you know, like
I get what they're saying, but also that doesn't necessarily
maybe
apply.
some brands that applies to, but I don't think it applies to everybody.
Yeah.
This is really good. I mean, it was what?
I don't
what was the price range? Here, let's take a look.
Yeah, the receipt's right there. Let's see. With our 40% off today,
it was $9.60. Original price $15.
That's for $15. You can't beat that.
Nah, you can't. It's not bad, you know. It's pretty good. You get a glass tip. You get a really good experience. $15, you know. Kind of like in real life, you pay for comfort. So I like it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. A high 7.8.
What would you want? What would your 10 out of 10, or what would you would have want more out of this?
Just
curious.
What would I want?
Like for it to be an 8 or a 9, like.
I don't know, like, you know, perfect sesh. I think everybody could relate to this. You know, you get a nice burn going. It's nice and even from the start. You know, and maybe that's just the way we lit it. I don't know, but you know, usually it needs to be a good sesh with the weed, a good nice burn. You know, like, I don't know, I would have needed a nice burn from the start. I appreciate the glass tip, a little bit smoother hit. Maybe that's a strain, maybe that's just, I don't know. But
I respect it.
what about you? What about you? What about you?
All right. For a second, so I gotta say, from the packaging. Oh yeah, for sure. Packaging, I think they did a solid job. The strain name Euphoria, I don't really get it, but I like the sound of it. It was a great strain. The way it smoked, I agree with him. It started off a little wonky. As you saw halfway through, I licked my finger and had to do a little bit of figuring out. It's doing great now.
Same.
So I do agree with that. That's why I was asking you that question. It mostly is because I felt like, yeah, there were certain things that this could have done better. I think maybe having a little small filter in here as well. Maybe I'm asking too much. That's way too much for a $15 thing, but
nah. But yesterday, now that you tapped on that, if you could go like look at that, you know, like I don't know if you can see. There's nothing there, but the there's a little.
There's some. Yeah. Let's see if I can.
It's like a little net. Yeah, go a little bit.
There you go. See that little coloring right there?
Yeah.
In that corner. It's hard to see, but there is some resin now getting on here. But the cool thing is you can actually see with this. I feel like I would give this probably an 8.5 out of 10. I'm a little more generous on this because I don't know. I think it's a good, for the amount you're getting 1.5 grams, and a lot of them give you 1 gram to 1.2. I appreciate the largeness of it, and for the price, fruits are rocking about the same $15. You can usually get them on sale sometimes if you buy more, but going back to it, 8.5 I think is going to be definitely,
yeah.
The flour probably, I mean, it's not bad at all.
No, the flour wasn't bad at all. I'm not saying 7.8 because I just, you know, the burn for me is what took it down a bit.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, then we got her, show her co.
Fighting, she's fighting us.
The Mercy the bear.
But I gave it a 7.8, not because the weed was bad, not because of that, but because I needed a little better burn, you know? So 7.88 is my score.
I respect that. So this, and I don't think we're being biased too much on this. I think we're just being honest. We see a lot of content that we've been watching that has been kind of cringe. It's like hate on every product. And that's not what it's about. It's like you got to give respect to the good products, and shout out to Sluggers on this one for being a good smoke. Good sesh, could use a better burn. So I think that's it for today.
The next one.
Peace.